angels, welcome back to my channel. I am finally back on your screen with a tutorial. It has been literally so long since I've done a tutorial with you all. It's been like a 2 to 3 month process trying to get my equipment exactly how I want it. You know the old saying, like, if it's not broke, don't fix it? Well, I needed a new microphone that was a lot more user friendly, and instead of just getting that, I got a new lens, I got brand new lights, I did this whole thing, a brand new mic and everything, and literally it has been such a process to get here to where I'm finally sitting down and doing my makeup on camera for you all, and I'm excited. I wanted to come back strong with something really fun, and I'm going to be doing a challenge that I've done on my TikTok before with the new 35C palette that Morphe sent me. If you all are excited to see a makeup tutorial since it's been so long, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and keep on watching this video. So everyone, the challenge is, first of all, this is the 35C Everyday Chic Artistry palette. There's 35 shades in it, and it's considered the everyday, you know, wear on the daily shades. When you open the palette, I haven't even swatched it yet. It's so pretty. So this is what it looks like. It's matte. And when you open the palette, they've got a plastic sheet with all of the shades on it. I tend to keep these in my palette just so that I have the shade names in the future. But look at these stunning colors. They are so pretty. I love these shades. Like these are like my go-to shades because they have the dark ones, the light ones, the pinks, the mauves, the glitters, and then when I want to do smoky eyes and things like that, they have that. So I definitely see why they would consider this the everyday palette. And then this shade in the center is killing me. It's so pretty. What is that called? Let me see. Talk of the Town. Ooh. Because there are so many shades and I did not know what kind of look I wanted to create today, the challenge I'm doing that I took from TikTok is I wrote 35 numbers on this paper, 1 through 35. I'll be cutting them up and then putting them inside of a jar, mixing all the shades up, and then pulling 4 shades at random, aligning those shades with the shades in the palette in numerical order, and then I have to create a look using only those 4 shades, which could be complicated depending on what shades I pull. I mean, a lot of these shades, as you guys can see in the palette, do go together. Like you could probably create something really pretty. Like I don't really see any that contrast that badly, but if you don't get any transition shades, if you get all glitters, if you get all dark shades, it can tend to get a little bit complicated. I've done this a couple of times before for fun. So yeah, I have no idea what we're gonna be coming out with today, but let's get started. I'm so nervous. And I'm just gonna cut these up. Here we go. There are 35 shades in here, all crinkled up. I'm so nervous. All right, 1, 2, 3. 4. I'm gonna open the palette. Number 33, number 31. Uh-oh, those are dark. Number 15, and number 30. Oh no. Oh no, that's so many dark shades. A glitter, 31. Oh my gosh, and 33. Oh no. Guys, babe, can I add one more? 5? Okay, guys, I'm gonna add one more shade because Elias told me to do 5. And I didn't listen, and now look, I can't create anything with that. I'm gonna pick one more shade. I hope it's a good one. I hope it's something matte and friggin'. Last shade. 2! Yes! 2! We have 2. It's a matte cream shade. Then we have 15, very shimmery. It's like purple iridescence. Then we have 30, dark green, like between khaki and emerald shade. I don't know what that is. Then we have 31, holy. And then lastly, we have 33. This deep, deep, deep plum is what I would call it. Okay, let's do this. I need a freaking makeup wipe. So if you guys cannot already tell, I have my base on and my brows, and I even actually primed my eyes, but I'm gonna have to do it again because you can see all the creasing going on. What I'm using today is the P. Louise base in Rumor 01. And this is what I've been using for a while now for my eye base. I think I got it off of the Morphe website as well. Prime my eyes real quick. I've been pretty lucky so far whenever I do these little like challenges, guys. When I first did it on TikTok, I got a bunch of shades that were like deep coral and purple, so everything blended really well. I got very lucky with that, but I'm not so sure about today. I encourage you all at home to try this, especially if you like find yourself sticking to the same colors. You should try this for just like doing your makeup one day. If I hadn't have done this challenge, I probably would have ended up doing something with that really sparkly shade. This is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna start with shade number 2, which is Chic It Out, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that pretty much all in my crease. This is sort of setting my primer, as well as giving me some sort of soft transition shade so that when I go in with those really dark shades, it will be a little smoother. I'm lucky that I actually got this shade. Excuse me. So you guys have been following me around like my normal days in life lately, because I've been bringing you into so many vlogs and like daily activities and things like that. Okay, now that my eyelids are pretty much coated in this shade, I feel a little bit better about going in with these really, really dark shades. So this is a new brush I have from Morphe. It's the M710 brush. So I'm gonna start with the shade Enthralled, which is number 33. And in the corner of my eye, I'm just gonna start dragging this outward. And then upward slightly. So you guys have been coming with me in all of my vlogs and like my daily things that I've been doing. I like to bring you guys with me throughout my weeks. Like, I just think it's fun to include you on that instead of just having you see what it's like when I sit here in a makeup chair in a makeup room, because I'm like so human. But I have specific playlists on my channel for a reason, so that if you're here for the makeup content and that's all you want, like that's what you'll get. And then if you guys want to watch like the vlogs and stuff like that, I have it all categorized so that so you don't get bored. But anyways, I really miss sitting down and doing my makeup and just chatting. I'm gonna go ahead and just blend out the edges of this really sharp line real quick. And a little tip, if you guys hold way closer to the bottom of the brush, you'll have a way lighter grip on it and it'll blend a lot smoother. Okay, so now I'm gonna use my M326 brush, which is really small and defined, and I'm gonna try to blend out the edges with this one because this shade is not wanting to blend just yet. Okay, now I'm gonna use the M508 brush, which is a little bit wider, still pretty dense. And I'm gonna grab number 30, which is called My Pleasure. I'm dipping into My Pleasure and Chic It Out, which is that beige shade from the beginning so that it's not so harsh. Tapping it off, and I'm gonna like really slightly start blending this into the perimeter outside of the edges of where I just put this really dark plum shade. Now going back in with the M562 brush, I'm just gonna blend all of this really softly because I'm trying to mute this crap out because they're dark. Now I'm gonna take a little bit more of a fluffy brush, the M456 brush with the same My Pleasure shade on it, and I'm gonna stamp that on the outside corner of my eye a little bit. And I'm just gonna start brushing it sort of inward because this is where the shimmer shade is gonna reach this shade. So I'm just stamping it, fluffing it. And I'm kind of just trying to make it look gradient from the inner to the outer part of my eye because, you know, these wouldn't be the most ideal shades that I would choose, but try not to complain. And with whatever's left on this brush, I'm just gonna go ahead and fling out that wing and kind of blend all this in together. Going back in with the first brush that I used, which was the JH30 brush, that Chic It Out nude shade. I'm going to buff out all of the perimeter of what I've done and just make sure everything is kind of seamless. The eyeshadow is a little bit patchy right now, so hopefully when I add the black shade, it pulls it together. Okay, so I don't hate how this eye looks. I'm gonna catch this one up, and then we're going to attempt to come in with that really shiny shade and then deepen the outer corner. So just give me a second. Okay, hello, I'm back. That was difficult. The reason it's so hard to blend such dark shades together with just like one really, really light shade is because of all of this. If you guys notice all the streaks that you see, or like the skids from the brush, it's like so hard to avoid. So that kind of sucks, but I mean, that's the point of a challenge like this, I guess, is to see what you can do with whatever is thrown at you. So great. Now we are going to dip into that really pretty purple shimmery shade. It is called Oh La La. I think they mean like ooh la la, you know? Yeah, I'm just gonna put it on the inner part of my eyelid. Oh yeah, that's not coming up. I'm gonna have to use my finger. Way more pigment. So I'm just sort of stamping it on. Okay, cute. All right, ish. Kind of gives me Halloween vibes, not gonna lie. Using my Morphe setting mist, I'm just gonna spray the brush and I don't know, it's kind of cute. This definitely gives me like Ursula vibes though, from The Little Mermaid. You guys know what I'm talking about? Like that purple and deep tones. And now we have to go in with that really dark black shade. Now I'm gonna go back in with the M456 brush, my Pleasure on, and I'm gonna softly blend out the edges right here because I'm gonna have to pop on that black shade in my outer corner real quick. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the E17 brush, which is a little bit smaller. That is what I'll be grabbing, the black shade with the sparkles. Tap that thing off, and I'm just gonna place it right here, press, stamping it, and literally that's like the most I'm gonna do with this shade. Going back in with the M456 brush, I'm blending out those edges again. I didn't add anything to my brush this time, I'm just literally blending outward. I'm just gonna take a plain brush and put number 2 on it, check it out, and I'm going to add this above where this shadow takes place, right underneath my brow bone. And then I'm going to add it to the inner corner right here, between my nose and the shimmery shade. I just wanna brighten it some. I can't unsee Ursula now, so that's where this ended up. I do like the palette though, like I'm not having any issues with the shades. Now for underneath my bottom lashes, I'm gonna smoke it out using a combination of the 3 dark shades and then just buff it out with the lightest shade as much as possible so that I can put on lashes and wrap this up. I will be using my Benefit Cookie Highlighter from the Cheek Leader palette. I'm just gonna highlight my cheekbones, forehead. If you guys ended up doing this yourself, make sure you send me pictures or tag me in them because I would love to see how your creation turned out, especially in comparison to mine. I'm gonna use my Morphe setting mist. The mascara I'll be using today is my Lily Lashes mascara. I've been loving this mascara so much since BoxyCharm sent it over. Well, they didn't send it over, it just came in my box, but I love it. You guys, I'm so excited for the next tutorial I'm doing on this channel. I'm doing something I've never done before that I'm so excited for. I'm actually doing a bunch of new things coming up. I'm currently in the middle of making a vlog. It's like a 3-week vlog that I think you're gonna like. It's super interesting and I've never seen anyone do it, so I'm excited about that. And then on top of that, my next makeup tutorial is gonna be super special. It's taken time to put together. I'm actually waiting on one more thing to come in the mail, but since this whole process of like the lights and my equipment and everything has been so crazy and so drawn out, I've had time to kind of prepare for some beauty videos that are unique that I feel like you would find entertaining. Of course, you guys can request anything that you want to see below and I will try to make it all happen for you. Now I'll be using my Hollywood & Vine black eyeliner on my waterline, and I'm only using it about 75% of the way, not pulling it all the way in. And then Morphe also sent these lashes in the mail. These are their premium lashes in the style Glambassador. They're literally, I know they're not in here. They're actually in this box. That's because I've used them once, but they are crazy dramatic. Wait till you guys see these on. They're so pretty and so dramatic. So while that dries, I just want to know how you guys are doing. I feel like I get messages from quite a few subscribers on my Instagram, and I think it's really cool, especially if it's like after something has happened or gone on, or maybe a recent video that I've posted on my channel or AE I Love You, my couple channel. And I just love that I have that ability to talk to you guys, respond to things and go back and forth and how are you, like I just think it's really, really fun, especially when it's like a one-on-one message setting, because I don't know, I mean, I feel like you guys get to know me through my videos, so it's really cool to be able to like see you on Instagram and respond directly. So I really enjoy that. For those of you that didn't know that you could do that, definitely message me, DM me, let me know what's going on. How are you doing? How's your mental health? How's your physical health? What do you want to see from my videos? And I'm always about that stuff, you guys know that. So crazy, but you like that. After a long struggle, I finally have my lashes on. I'm gonna highlight the inner corner with the same highlighter. For lips today, I'm going to use Share by Gerard Cosmetics, and then I'm going to be using this Morphe gloss in the shade Frost because it literally like matches the shadow to me. I got my bottom lip filled this week, guys, and it's peeling. All right, well, I do not hate this look. I honestly don't. At first, I was not feeling it, but looking at my viewfinder, like, I actually think it's really pretty. It's still definitely Ursula vibes, but I am digging it. So everyone, that is the finished eyeshadow look for this video. I'm digging it. I mean, it's definitely not something that I would have picked out myself, which is why I like doing these challenges, because it literally plucks me right out of my comfort zone and makes me use shades and combine shades that I would never think to do. I'd probably stick within these rows and this row, and then use the middle shade for sure. I don't know. I just probably would never think to put together a bunch of dark shades like I did. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video or this idea, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content like this, subscribe to my channel and request it in the comments below. Send me pictures or tag me in pics if you guys decided to do this challenge yourself with one of your palettes at home. If you guys are interested in purchasing this palette, make sure you use my code GLAMFAM848 for money off of your order. I really enjoyed this palette and I cannot wait to create more things with it. That is it for this tutorial. I really miss doing my makeup and sitting down and chatting with you all. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in my next one. I love you angels so much, and God bless.